Meantime, back here in the U.S., Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu traveling to Mar-a-Lago to meet with former President Trump, mending their relationship shaken after Netanyahu recognized that Joe Biden won the 2020 election. The meeting 24 hours after Netanyahu met with President Biden and Vice President Harris, and Trump criticizing his new opponent. Here's ABC's Terry Moran.
Now I'm on it. Come on.
Today, a warm greeting from Donald Trump for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu at Mar-a-Lago. The two men meeting face to face after 3 years of frosty relations, ever since Netanyahu congratulated Joe Biden for beating Trump in 2020, infuriating Trump, who to this day denies he lost that election. Trump and Netanyahu briefly took questions in a darkly lit room. The Prime Minister was asked about the ceasefire hostage release deal in Gaza that's been in the works for nearly 2 months.
Do you feel like after this trip, Mr. Prime Minister, we're any closer to a ceasefire deal?
I hope so, but I think time will tell. We're certainly eager to have one, and we're working on it. Mr. President.
The Mar-a-Lago meeting comes one day after Netanyahu was in the White House meeting with the President and Vice President Kamala Harris over ceasefire efforts. Harris telling Netanyahu it's time for this war to end.
Israel has a right to defend itself, and how it does so matters.
Harris has been trying to walk a fine line, supporting Biden's negotiating efforts and Israel's right to defend itself, while lamenting the terrible toll the war has taken on Gaza and its people.
We cannot allow ourselves to become numb to the suffering, and I will not be silent.
Netanyahu was asked how Harris's remarks may have impacted negotiations on the deal.
I think to the extent that Hamas understands that there's no daylight between Israel and the United States, that expedites the deal. And I would hope that those comments don't change that.
Trump weighing in, blasting Harris as a, quote, radical and a destroyer.
I think her remarks were disrespectful. They weren't very nice, pertaining to Israel.
And tonight, Donald Trump announcing that he will go back to Pennsylvania, back to Butler, Pennsylvania, the very site where he survived an assassination attempt 2 weeks ago. Trump saying that he will be holding a rally in part to honor the memory of Corey Comparator, the firefighter who was killed in that shooting, as well as to support the other 2 victims who were badly wounded. Whit?
Terry Moran for us. Thank you.